Wax Packers. Adam coming back at you with another edition of Wax Pack Flashback. This one's going to take us into the future of law enforcement. That's right, because we're talking about RoboCop 2 trading cards from 1990 by Topps. But hey, since it's a sequel, we're going to do 2 packs. That's right, 2 different packs of RoboCop 2 trading cards. And this character was just a phenomenon in the 80s, very popular with kids, even though he had no right to be, right? This particular film, this satire by Paul Verhoeven, I watched this at a sleepover when I was 7 years old. Yeah, not appropriate, but my friend's birthday party, his parents bought it, and we watched it. And yeah, there were some terrifying moments in there. Officer Murphy's murder, toxic waste guy exploding, all of that was crazy. But we didn't care because there was a cartoon series that was on TV, as well as the Nintendo video game. I loved this game back in the day. I still love playing it now. It's very fun. Great theme song that's worked into it, the 8-bit style. So then a few years later, right, we're getting RoboCop 2. And RoboCop 2 is kind of a very different animal. It was, those who don't know, it was actually written by Frank Miller, who's a very famous comic book writer and artist, just creator in general. And he added some interesting things, although I know that it was tweaked. The director was Irving Kershner, the guy who directed The Empire Strikes Back. And speaking of which, I have this issue of Starlog here, which is an interview with him, and it has all this behind the scenes stuff telling you what's to come and the decisions he was making and playing with the satire and things like that. RoboCop 2 ended up being almost more, I don't know, frightening, disturbing to me. That little kid drug dealer, there's like a scene where he's garroting Ann Lewis, RoboCop's partner, and that always just like tortured my mind. I couldn't handle it. But Marvel Comics was all in on this because they released this 64-page black and white adaptation, okay? But they also released single issues in full color in comic book form. Plus they had what's called a trade, like a full collection story, but that was in full color. I think it was a hardcover. Let me see here. There's actually an ad for it. So this right here is an ad for all the RoboCop 2 releases. And yeah, it says a 64-page full color bookshelf edition as well. But plus there was an ongoing RoboCop comic book, which was a lot of fun. And we can't forget the Kenner action figures with the caps that you actually put in them. I mean, they went all out on this character. No wonder he's so beloved now. We'll see what happens if we ever get a real good remake. Not the other one. Not the other one. You remember that. No. Joel Kinnaman, he's no Peter Weller. Anyway, let's get into opening these cards because I'm excited to dive in to the world of RoboCop 2. Okay, so here we are with our pack of RoboCop 2 trading cards by Topps from 1990. We got 9 cards, 1 sticker, 1 stick of bubblegum, which really feels intact in here. As we flip it over, we find out there's a deluxe RoboCop 2 set in a collector's box, and it gives you the entire series of 88 RoboCop 2 movie cards, 11 stickers, plus available only in the special collector's edition are those stickers, so that's kind of cool. Plus every card features deluxe quality, it's super glossy, it's on a nice card stock, so that was only $19.95 at the time. I have seen some of these collector's boxes. They're very nice productions, but I have not seen the RoboCop 2 one. So let's open this up and see what's inside here. Okay, so not quite intact, just barely there. All right, let's see what's going on. So the first thing I notice, I'm just going to start on the back, is this is very much that standard, cardboard backing. We're kind of used to seeing a lot glossier cards, a lot of, like they're saying, that are in the deluxe set. But this one's like, hey, if you just want the basics, this is what you get. So there you go. There is Ann Lewis and Murphy having a conversation there in the hall, partners in crime fighting. Ann Lewis befriends RoboCop and tries to revive memories of his previous existence during the transplant operation. Murphy's memory was blanked, or so security concepts thought. Okay. Interesting here. So, there we go. Looking good. Helmeted hero. Not even looking. He's so cool. He doesn't even have to look at where he's shooting. Detroit's amazing cyborg hero continues to pour it on, arresting hoods and smashing their criminal organizations. No one can escape this sleek engine of law enforcement. Oh, did you see the little star down here? Includes highlights for RoboCop's first adventure. That's what I thought, because I was like, some of this is feeling a little bit familiar from a different film. Get lost, RoboCop! So go to an arcade where all the kids are playing, right? What's this one about? At the Ground Zero Video Arcade, RoboCop and Lewis search for the vicious young felon Hobb. Oh, that Hobb, he's dangerous. And wind up collaring a corrupt police officer, Duffy, who is dealing in nuke. Isn't this a school day? RoboCop asks the teenage patrons who shout and curse at him. Let me try again. Isn't this a school day? Your move, creep. All right, let's see what this is. The Cop of Tomorrow. Yeah, so here we are talking about the first film. Security Concepts Inc., a division of OCP, claims the remains of Officer Murphy and rebuilds him as RoboCop, an experimental machine that may be the answer to Detroit's crime epidemic. Now that's cool. Look at this storyboard here. I didn't know we were going to have some concept art and stuff. So storyboards are pre-production renderings that capture the composition and flavor of the finished film. Here, RoboCop stands tall, high above the city in his final battle with the Kane monster. Art by P. Norwood. What does the P stand for? Here we go. So speaking of Kane, there he is, this stop-motion creature. Man, that is such a cool design, especially when RoboCop rips out his brain. I assume that's not anywhere in here. His whole spinal cord. But yeah, so that's awesome. The next RoboCop. Oh, now this is super creepy, right? So there he is, just the torso. Despite protests from RoboCop's technicians, Dr. Juliet Fax has Murphy reconstructed with a set of new, rather curious directives. Here we go. No escape from RoboCop, coming through some sheet metal of some sort. Let's see. He's lean. He's a lean, mean super machine with a human soul. Since he was first created, others have been built, but they all go wacko and self-destruct. Something about Murphy's fierce sense of duty makes the difference. That is true. That one RoboCop that rips his own head off, that's crazy. Metal Justice. Man, they are picking some fantastic shots for these cards. The old man's limo pulls away and Lewis is outraged. He's getting away with it. We can't touch him. But RoboCop is philosophical about this outcome. Patience, Lewis. We're only human. She gives him a startled glance, then smiles as they walk off. Huh. Okay, and then the sticker for this pack. There we go. I don't know about that one. This is kind of lame. Like, it's just awkwardly cropped and everything. And that last shot would have made a much better sticker. All right, well, let's see how we do in our second pack here then. Man, these have been great so far. I'm really liking this set. Okay, so let's hope we don't get any doubles. More broken gum. Okay. All right, so first one here. Crusader Against Crime. Man, Irving Kershner really knew how to shoot this thing. Let's see. Created by OCP, but now very much his own man, RoboCop becomes a gallant symbol of hope for the crime-plagued citizens of old Detroit. His foes may triumph temporarily, but in the end, no one escapes the long, gleaming metallic arm of the law. Okay, cool. Ah, there's our double. Okay, so there's Lewis and RoboCop talking again. Ooh, here's one we haven't seen, though. The Hidden Directive. There he is. Trouble incarnate, man. Dick Jones. Yep, so there he says that he cannot attack anybody who is a higher up over at OCP. There we are again. More doubles from the arcade. Oh, but look at this. Captured. So RoboCop 2. You can really see it here. The blue sheen that they kind of added. It's almost like holographic in a way to the armor in the sequel. I always thought that looked really cool. RoboCop looks up as a large magnet is lowered from the ceiling. Seconds later, the cyborg is lifted from the floor by magnetic force to clank against the magnet. Pinned immobile, it appears Kane has triumphed this day. Yeah, RoboCop gets ripped apart in that scene. Ooh, there we go. A little bit more storyboard art, so that's very cool. Love seeing that. Lewis. Storyboards are okay, so they're just telling us again. But here, the two robot warriors size each other up before a final showdown. Okay. Facing the enemy, so another double there with Kane. Another double with a need of repair. That's a bummer. And no escape from RoboCop. Cool card, but still a double. I will say, though, this sticker is way better than that first pack. Look at him just walking along there. Walking off and never to return to RoboCop, Peter Weller. Oh, too bad. All right, well, let's see which was my favorite out of this group. So RoboCop 2 cards, that's a winning set. I really liked all the stills that they picked. I thought it just looked really good, like the design on the back of the cards, everything. I'm very curious, though, to see the glossy version, in that collector's set now. I'd love to see some of those exclusive stickers and all of that. Now, we got a lot of doubles between the two packs. Definitely is disappointing. But one of the cards that was not a double, because it was just so cool, maybe limited quantities, was this. I love this helmeted hero because you get that blue sheen I was talking about from the sequel, but also he's got the gun drawn. And like really in the other cards, he didn't have the gun drawn, and that's such a huge part, pulling it out of his leg. Plus, mentioning the helmet. If RoboCop did not have that cool visor helmet, he wouldn't be nearly as iconic and awesome. So I'm very excited to add that to the folder as a remembrance of opening up these packs. So next time around, we will be back with some more action heroes of the 80s. We're going to check out these G.I. Joe trading cards. I'm very excited to, check out what was going on, because as I understand it, it kind of has a lot more to do with the comics than the animated series, especially that Deke era series. So that'll be cool to check out. But hey, more to come, so make sure that you're subscribed here. I do want to give just a little plug because this month in March, we are doing Comic Book Month on Geekster. Yes, the Retro Network is now Geekster, and for Comic Book Month, we're asking people to submit articles. You can even do a video and just give us the link about your comic book fandom, your favorite superheroes. Doesn't have to be superheroes. You might maybe love Archie comics or anything else, and you can tell us why it's your favorite, 500 words at a minimum. Just kind of go in all on your passion for this, but you can also talk about superhero movies and cartoons and action figures, whatever it might be. And there is a prize pack, a vintage 80s, 90s comic book prize pack that I've put together that I'll be sending out to a lucky winner at the end of the month. So we want to see what you've got. Just go to theretronetwork.com, which is the home of Geekster, before we do the big changeover. Down below the Geekster banner, it says submit an article, and if you click that link, you can just drop in all your information there. I will mention it's only open to residents of the United States. It's a big prize pack and it'd be very expensive to ship internationally. But yeah, Comic Book Month, there's going to be a lot of cool content over there, so check it out. But hey, stay subscribed here on TRN TV, soon to be Geekster TV. Anyway, we will check in with you later. So long.